So this is the our Hawaii rental, our vacation home, and this is the wonderful backyard that has a number of exotic fruit trees, and we're about to start walking to see exactly what they are. And my lovely assistant will be pointing to these various exotic fruit trees. So this will happen in the next segment. Here we have a banana tree, and I think you can see the cluster of bananas that is being pointed to by my lovely assistant. And now we will proceed on, and we can see the rest of the yard going on to the westerly edge. I think it's the westerly edge. Here actually we're looking at the neighbor's property. This property is being maintained by a person called Sunshine. He's a former hippie, and he tends this plot of land without actually living on it. He lives in town and comes in and tends to his organic garden, and then he sells his product to the local farmers markets. Now we proceed on in the yard, and you're looking at more of the I can't help but use this word over and over, exotic trees. And guess what kind of fruit there is? Exotic fruit. And this will be in the next segment. So here we have an orange tree, actually, and my lovely assistant is about to point to one of the oranges. This one looks like it's getting ripe. And now we're going to move over to a tree that has more fruit on it. What kind of fruit is this?
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit. Now we're looking at a grapefruit tree.
There are many, many grapefruit.
And there are lots of grapefruit on this tree.
And these are red ruby grapefruit, and they are very juicy, sweet, and very delicious.
Red ruby, sweet, and delicious. Can't ask for better than that. Now we're going over to a tree.
And these are much larger.
These have larger fruit.
Look at the size of this
grapefruit.
These are much larger, and these are not as...
They're not ruby red.
They're not ruby red.
Okay. And then we next segment is coming up.
Let me know when you're ready. Okay.
Here we have a papaya tree. And I think you can see a cluster of papayas that will be ripe very, very soon on this particular tree.
Okay.
Next we go to a tree, let's see, how about this one here? This one is, do we know what this one is?
No.
Okay, well.
These are also papaya trees with some young papayas.
Oh, we're referring to these right here, the young papaya trees.
Young
okay.
Papaya trees. Okay.
Now.
And then we're going to move on. This.
Whoa.
Is a mango tree.
A mango tree right
and
here.
There are many, many, many mangoes that will be produced on this tree.
Those little
is going to be a mango.
bitty things will be grown-up mangoes very soon.
And we have some over here that are a little more well developed.
Oh, here. You can tell they're going to...
It's a very, very prolific tree.
Prolific. Good word.
They just, if you can see maybe more of the top of the tree, there's just many, many mangoes there.
Now, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this lush tropical thing here.
Okay, and this is just, I don't know what this is.
Who knows what this is? The question is, does it have fruit? Ooh,
Spiderweb.
Spiderwebs. My lovely assistant is afraid of spiderwebs.
Spider. Let's see if we can find it.
A deadly spider.
Deadly spider.
Well, that will be next.
Okay. Here we have another banana tree.
A banana tree.
As you will see, the leaves are very large.
Get a hold of that leaf.
Very large. the new leaves come out and they uncurl, they just unfurl. Each one of these stalks produces one stalk of bananas. And after that banana stalk is produced, it's cut down to the ground and a new one will grow and it will produce another bunch of bananas.
And let's see if I can pan up to a little bunch of bananas up there. You see something hanging down there and then a whole bunch of little bananas there. So that is the banana thing. Now we're getting close to the river. We're proceeding along.
Okay, now, let's see, what's this one I had? I don't remember. I don't remember what you're talking about. Here's a starfruit tree.
Oh, where is the starfruit tree?
Over here, we have a starfruit tree.
Ah, starfruit. We have to talk about starfruit. It is a wonderful thing, delicious. Can we find an example of a starfruit here? We found one on the ground earlier today.
Yeah, there's a very large one on the ground.
Oh, I think there's a small one on the ground right there.
Yeah. Okay, I think you're gonna have to come.
Oh,
this
I
way.
see. No, these are.
Here's a good one.
Oh, wait. Well, oh, look at these.
yeah,
Look at
yeah.
these. Look at these.
Right.
We
these,
should pick one. These things are really
I
good.
picked one early this morning.
Ah,
Here's a good example of a starfruit.
Now that's called a starfruit because you can imagine if you slice it in just the right way, you get a sequence of stars.
And it's a very sweet sort of a fruit. It has sort of an astringent.
You can actually buy these things at
And
Uishima. I'm about to pick one right now.
here's here's a
Whoa!
large one.
Look at this. Look at this.
Here's a smaller one.
Look at this.
And they're
Star
very
fruit.
good.
Okay.
Okay.
Next segment coming up. Now we're approaching the river, the Waimea River. And I think you can hear it in the background. You can also hear roosters, and here you see the Waimea River at the point where it intersects the yard here that we were just going through. And
3 days ago, this was a very rapid and tumultuous river. It was much higher and it was moving very rapidly. After 3 days of no rain, it has quieted down to what you see here. It's relatively placid and much of it has totally dried up. In the rainy season, the water will come up to this area and will even overflow the banks. Okay.
now we have turned around 180 degrees. We're still at the river, and we are looking at where we just came from, and this is the cliff that is just to the other side of where we are staying. And let's see if we can get a good view of this. Magnificent. Oh. Okay, now we are walking back toward the house that we're staying. You can still see the cliff there in the background. And we're walking back. Still looking at the various trees in the orchard here. That's what they do call it, an orchard. Oh, love all those citrus. What were these? These were red grapefruit, right? Yeah, the grapefruit. And now, let's look at these roosters. Roosters are all over the island, and these are on the neighbor's property right here. Okay, roosters. They crow all day, not only in the morning. Walking back. And let's see. We'll pan up. This is one of the neighbor's dogs. Coming back. We'll pan up the cliff. Magnificent cliff. Whoa. And then You can see, oh, the lighting, see, the lighting goes, I'm going to have to edit that out. The lighting isn't good.
Go through this way.
So the lighting is good like this. All right. Moving further toward the house,
It's so
you see
fragrant
the
right here. It's
patio.
amazing.
Yes, very, very fragrant. I think if we're very still, we can hear the sounds of the various birds and roosters and going up to the cliff again and to the tree. Ooh. Immediately next door to where we're staying, there is a monolithic dome home that was built by the person who occupies it. Oh, I don't know, about 5 or 6 years ago. It's quite a remarkable story as to how this thing was built, and she does have a YouTube that describes all of this. This is on the border of the property, and it is hibiscus, and it is all over this part of the island, and it's the red flowers. And this plant has long, thin thorns that can really do you damage when you're trying to trim the plant. Here is a view from outside of our apartment window, and you can see more hibiscus. This is right next to it. Oh, I wonder what that was. Some kind of bird up on the cliff up there somewhere. Lots of really different, wonderful bird sounds that we get. Hearing, wow, I'm looking at some of them flying around to different places on the cliff. Chirpers, owls, or at least sounds that they sound like owls. Songbirds for sure, and whistlers, I guess you'd call them.